there aren't going to be as many cases like that going forward in cricket, I don't believe. Satchmo says, Richie Beno was a trained newspaper journalist. Do you think TV commentaries would be improved by sending new commentators on compulsory journalism courses? No, because I don't think journalism courses are particularly good. Um, although you can go and do my course, which is what I basically came up with, because I don't think those courses are particularly good. No, but I do think that you're going to be a much better commentator if you are if you've done some journalism and reporting. I think you look at things different. I think you do a lot more work. There are some commentators. I'll talk about a couple of commentators. So obviously, there's a few in England, especially Athers and Goffey. Goffey's not a traditional journalist, but because he had his own radio show, to be able to broadcast for whatever it was, 2 or 3 hours in prime time on one of the biggest stations in the UK, he had to do a lot of research going into each episode. I think that really helps his commentary. And Athers has been a proper writer at times and a proper journalist at times. Sometimes it's just Michael Atherton says pieces, but he does a lot of journalism on the side and has certainly tried to improve his journalism a lot over the years, I would say. He's written about other sports and all those sorts of things. So I think from that perspective, that having seen that close up with both of them, I think that definitely helps. Going from the game where you've only ever done probably press conferences where you're not really talking about cricket most of the time, you're talking about someone's form or whatever else, to commentating the game is a huge jump. And I think too many players do it without any background on how much work they should be doing. They're not trained correctly by producers and by TV companies and, occasionally by radio networks. And I think that too often they just say things to fill dead space. I'm not saying being a journalist particularly makes you a better commentator. What I am saying is that I think being a journalist allows you to do a lot more work, which means when you're saying something, it's probably more of a basis of fact. And you're continually looking up things, not just going back to your playing days.